Nectar of the gods. Or your worst nightmare.
Yeah, but because as we record here on Wednesday night, August the 6th, we're entitled to indulge in adult beverages. We haven't overindulged.
No, this is the second of two podcasts that we do. The first, of course, being the sports edition, which dropped Thursday morning. Your favorite politically incorrect sports commentary. But this is the weekend edition.
All right, that's your Uncle Dave, the Conquistador, Dave Height. I am your Uncle Kev, the Maestro Kevin Crane. It is time to fry up the eggs, get the bacon and the sausage going, get that bottle of aspirin, and get the heavy-duty dark roast coffee percolating.
You know you need it.
Because as we are allowed at this point in time, as we're recording at night, we can suck down a few adult beverages. You have to show restraint, which you did not do last night. So, what we're going to do here, as you nurse yourself through your hangover, is we're going to give you our weekly breakdown of the best and the worst in pop culture. And we start off, as always, with what, Dave?
Music, because rock and roll is king.
All right. One of my guilty pleasure bands of the 80s, responsible for arguably one of the top rock songs of that decade, New Girl Now, which I remember we'd go back in the days when we used to actually record the show in bars.
Yes. Oh, Lord have mercy.
And on the occasions where they'd happen to have a band, without fail,
Always.
every band would play New Girl Now. Honeymoon Suite, brand new album. Yes, they are still around. It is called Wake Me Up When the Sun Goes Down. 10 songs.
Just over a half hour.
Yeah, and I think this falls into the trap we have seen a lot over the last few years, especially you look at last week with Bush. Half good, half bleh.
Yeah, but at least they're keeping up with the times to some extent.
To me,
There's a couple things that sounded like, all right, I can see this hitting some of the rock stations now.
Well, I will say this. Let me just hit the highlights. If we were still in the 80s, and if they decided to do the new Superman movie back in the 80s, the leadoff track, I Fly, would have been playing over the closing credits.
Yeah. I enjoyed this one. I thought this was a good leadoff track.
Yeah, it grows on you. I don't think when we initially reviewed it, I don't think we were huge fans of it. But
no, but it grows on you the more you hear it.
Yep. Definitely, until we get to the end of the album, track 2, Way of the World, phenomenal.
Way of the World is great.
This is the Honeymoon Suite I remember from the 80s when they would rock out.
Yes, this was very, very good.
Yes, this is one of my favorite songs of 2025 so far.
I would have to concur with you on that one.
Very hard, crunchy rock and roll, catchy beyond belief.
Then we kind of hit some doldrum, where it's just, okay.
Yeah, I would like to point out to these older bands. Here's the thing. You're in your 60s or even in your 70s. Can we stop with the power ballads?
We don't need them way too fast.
And live on. And keep this love alive.
Yeah.
I think those 3 songs are my big problem with this album.
Yes.
Is that Honeymoon Suite is better when they rock out. They always have been. New Girl Now, Bad Attitude, here on this album, Way of the World.
Crazy Life.
Crazy Life is awesome. The obligatory song about touring and life on the road.
Yep.
Stay This Time is catchy. They were always good at either the hard rock or the pop rock radio-friendly songs.
Yes. I loved Unpredictable with the bluesy tones.
Yep, I've got it down as bluesy country rock.
Yep,
Yep.
that's exactly my thoughts.
And then
Bluesy
Ever Leave You
country.
Lonely closes out on a high note.
Yeah.
That, again, is a song we reviewed in the past. But that is probably, in terms
Half.
of the catchiest song on the album.
Yes,
That's your earworm.
That's the earworm.
That's your big earworm. But yeah, Live On, Keep This Love Alive, Way Too Fast, and Every Minute is okay.
Yeah, Stay This Time is...
So that's why I'm saying it's like half an album again, and
Yeah.
we've seen this
It's-
pattern throughout a lot of bands and
And
a
it's
lot
just
of albums.
not older bands, it's newer bands too.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Yeah.
putting out half an album.
Yeah, and then the rest of it's filler. So I like this album just a little tiny bit more than Bush from last week.
Yes.
But now I like Bush more than you. But the thing is, I think it's more about the style of music. If you're gonna
Bush is droll,
well, that's
downer,
grunge. It's
grungy, which is why I never really cared for grunge all that much.
right. Yeah. So even though some of these songs miss, at least they remind me of a better time in the '80s.
Yeah, they're more uplifting. They don't want to make you go sit in a dark room and bang your head against the wall or slit your friggin' wrists.
Yes, exactly. So I'm gonna be a jerk. I'm gonna give it a weak 2.5 frenzies and give it a just miss on a recommendation.
We're on the same page.
Because while there are
There's
lot of
5
strong
good songs, but 5 that fall short. If you
Yeah.
only have half an album, you can't get the full you can't get a recommendation.
Yep. And again, if you guys listen back to our old
And
reviews,
you've got songs in the running for Song of the Year on this one.
yeah, I'm telling you, Way of the World is awesome.
It's fantastic.
I literally have been taking the CD in the car on the occasional jaunt outside that I make, and I put that on high, volume up,
Yes.
listening to that song in the
It's
car.
a really good song. I've actually gone hit repeat to go back to back with it.
Yep, now you and I might differ on 1 or 2 songs. Like, I think I like Stay This Time more than you.
Yeah. That was okay.
And you might like I Fly more than me.
Yeah.
But overall, I think we're simpatico in that this is
Way of
half
the
an
World,
album.
Crazy Life,
Yep,
Unpredictable,
Unpredictable,
and Ever Leave You Lonely.
yep, those are the 4 standout tracks.
Yes.
And then you and I each have one other one that we like.
So, yeah, 5 for each of us,
Mm-hmm.
4 in common.
Yep. But yeah, it's just, like you said, it's not enough. We owe our audience.
Honesty, integrity.
And we don't want to waste your time. We don't like when people waste our time.
So now you know the songs to look up, to enjoy.
Can I tell you something? Anytime I talk about people wasting my time, I think back, there's a classic Miami Vice episode where Crockett and Tubbs are interrogating somebody, and Crockett pulls him up out of the interrogation chair and says, "Are you wasting our time?" And then Tubbs shoves him back down in the chair. Goes, "'Cause we don't like nobody wasting our time." That's what I always think of.
See, if it's your time and my time, doesn't it make it our time?
Mr. Hand. Mr. Hand.
Spicoli.
Yeah, get your wife to watch that damn movie, will you? Wow. Still amazing to me she's never watched Fast
know.
Times. So, yes, it breaks my heart, again, because this is one of my favorite bands from the 80s, but just a near miss on a recommendation here. But there are a lot of good songs. So, in this day and age, you can pick and choose, create a playlist,
Make your own mixtape, damn it. Go back to the day.
Make your best of Honeymoon Suite, and you put the 4 songs that Dave and I agree on. Then you throw Bad Attitude and New Girl Now, Feel It Again on there.
Bingo.
Get yourself 9 or 10 top-level Honeymoon Suite songs. Stay away from the ballads.
Yes, please. Good ballads are few and far between.
Oh my God, what was the one they did for Only Love is a Lethal Weapon?
Oh God. Oh God.
Again, Honeymoon Suite, despite the name, not good at power ballads.
No, they are not. They are better when they rock it.
Yep. Always have been. And I would literally love to get them in a room and say, listen, stop with the ballads.
No ballad. No ballad for you.
All right, Dave, let's do some news. Maybe I will surprise you with a thing or two here, which I always love to do. We talked about, a few weeks ago, that Amazon, MGM, moving forward with the next James Bond movie. And we talked about
speculation.
Well, we had the director was announced. Was it Denis Villeneuve?
Yes.
The guy who's directing Dune right now is in line to direct the next James Bond movie. I think you will like the next little nugget of news I have. They have now got the man who they want to write the next 007 movie. His name is Stephen Knight. Stephen Knight.
I was going to say the droll comedian from the 80s.
Stop or I will shoot you with my pen gun.
Eternity is standing in the checkout line. 12 items or less. The person has a cart and they want to pay by check.
I thought he was hysterical.
And a price check on every item.
I know we talk about how stand-up is the big thing now because it's cheap. So that's why all the streaming services. Outside of Shane Gillis, I don't get it.
Oh, Matt Rife is hysterical.
Matt Rife? Okay, yes. I'll have to check him out.
He plays off the audience.
Yeah.
He's big with audience interaction. And he is freaking hysterical. No holds barred with people. He's like, says something. He's like, oh, don't go, oh, you knew what you signed up for when you bought tickets to this show.
But I think back to the glory days of stand-up that we grew up in with Stephen Wright, the Dice Man, of course, and Eddie Murphy.
Robin Williams.
Yeah, go back to Robin Williams and Steve Martin. But now I even like Dane Cook. I thought Dane Cook was funny.
Dane Cook was pretty damn funny.
He never got, he was the lower class comedian. The critics didn't like him. But I was like, I thought he was hysterical.
Bad. He was a riot when he did that.
Well, thank you for. I made a mistake and we turned into a 3-minute riff. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So it's Stephen Knight, not Stephen Wright. Now you want me? Now I want to listen to Stephen Wright stand up. I see his big freaking the puffy head. Yeah.
The perm.
So Stephen Knight has been locked in to write the new 007 movie. He is the creator of Peaky Blinders.
Nice.
So I thought you'd like that.
That's very cool. I know, Peaky Blinders, the movie, we're gearing up for that, getting close.
Yep.
Also heard that they are planning a spin-off series or movie about the backstory of Aunt Polly.
Oh, I did not hear that. And that's another show among dozens of others that I need to go back and watch.
Yeah. Oh, so good. Never go full Arthur.
And by the way, I know we're just going to go off on tangents all through this show, kids. By the way, because one of the actors, of course, in Peaky Blinders starred in Animal Kingdom, one of our favorite shows ever.
Yes.
Animal Kingdom, since it dropped on Netflix, is exploding.
Is it?
People are all in on Animal Kingdom. Yeah, it's one of the most popular shows on Netflix right now.
Nice. As it should be.
Oh my God, I gotta go
As
back and
it
rewatch
should
it.
be. I may have to.
Now, one of the bad rumors I've heard, this, kids, is our Tom Holland segment, by the way, is that Tom Holland is in serious consideration to play James Bond, and I say,
No.
hell
No.
fucking no.
No, Tom Holland is not James Bond.
Just go with the original plan of Aaron Taylor Johnson, please.
He is more James Bond than Tom Holland.
Yes. No,
Tom Holland could be the Saint.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, Master of Disguise.
Yes.
I like that. Now, of course, we continue with Tom Holland. The new Spider-Man movie coming out next summer, as Marvel still maybe trying to find their way. Fantastic Four had a big opening weekend, but had a big fall off. So, still not sure that they've cured all their ills yet.
No, not yet.
Spider-Man will probably do that for them next summer. Of course, he debuted on YouTube, I believe, the new suit. But because, if you remember at the end, kids, of the last movie, he's low tech now.
Yep, he got nobody knows who Spider-Man is.
Right, so it's a more traditional suit. I like it. Very cool. And then we know, of course, we talked about this, that the Punisher is in the next one. Now, they've also got shots leaked online of John Bernthal filming the standalone Punisher show, movie, whatever it's going to be, that's going to hit Disney Plus in 2026 with the beard.
The beard and the new shirt.
The new outfit looks
It's
perfect.
Awesome.
Perfect. Finally, let's show the full skull.
Oh, it looks so damn good.
None of this, it looks like spray paint, dripping down. No, this is close as you're going to get.
Awesome.
Looks great. Oh my God, I can't wait. Can't wait. But now, in addition, I've been reading theories online about this. In addition to the Punisher being featured in the next Spider-Man movie, now the Hulk is confirmed.
Yep.
Batshit crazy.
Mark Ruffalo
is back. But now I've heard some ridiculously cool theories about how back to basics Spider-Man, why are we bringing in the Punisher and the Hulk?
Because there's comic book history.
Well, some of the theories, one theory I heard in particular, fascinates me, is that now we take Spider-Man back to the roots, where he's fighting street crime.
Yes.
Although the Scorpion is going to be in this, which I've been waiting for forever.
Love the Scorpion character.
But they're saying that, again, these are speculations, fan rumors, but the one I love is that street crime level, we're not going to get the regular Hulk, because, again, we're dealing with the multiverse crap.
Yeah.
We got the Fantastic Fours in a different universe than what we've been dealing with. Yeah. So the Hulk is not the Hulk. The Hulk is the classic comic alter ego, Joe Fixit, who actually was a mob boss.
Uh-huh.
And then the Punisher comes in fighting Joe Fixit, and then Spider-Man gets caught in the middle. That theory I love.
That's very intriguing.
Do I think
they're smart enough to do it? No.
I don't think Disney has the balls to do that. I'm shocked they're bringing the Punisher back.
I know. Well, I think the fans have spoken and they have to listen.
Yeah. You can't ignore the fact how popular the Punisher is. You might not like what you think he stands for.
But damn it, he's popular. We love him. Long live Frank Castle.
Goddamn Skippy. My favorite comic book character ever. The Punisher. All right, now in the sports edition, if you didn't listen to it, how dare you?
Because you can find that and this one on Spotify, Good Pods, Pocket Cast, Apple, Overcast, Castbox, Amazon, Audible, and iHeart Sports Frenzy, baby. And the UB2B.
And, of course, on Facebook as well. Now, we discussed the ESPN streaming app that's going to drop on August the 21st
Bullshit.
for a ridiculous $30 price point. Well, we got a couple other ones. A couple other new streaming services entering the fray. Fox One will debut on the same day as ESPN. Boy, they must be pissed off about that. They announce August the 21st as the day they're launching, and then a couple days later,
ESPN said, oh, we're going to do the same day.
Yep.
Fuck you, ESPN.
Yeah, and Fox One will be $20 a month. Again, too much.
Nagada.
Now, Roku is going the other way. Roku is introducing their streaming app, Howdy.
Howdy doody?
Howdy!
Howdy! Oops, wrong opera house.
For $3 a month. Now, the only problem is you're getting a bunch of old crap. So
but is
now,
that so wrong?
Now, it's commercial free, unedited, but it's all older stuff. So I guess it depends. You'd have to search through
Now,
the
is this TV land old?
No, not quite that old. No.
So we're not going Petticoat Junction, Green Acres.
No, I think the movie they've been pushing that they've got, not a great movie, but in terms of how recent it is Elvis.
Okay, going back. Okay.
So, just 3-4 years old, that kind of content. Stuff they can get on the cheap.
Yeah.
But
Probably not.
Still not going to pay for it. All right, the last two things I've got before we move on. You're going to love these. One good, one bad.
I was going to say,
what do you want first?
Why does my eye want to start twitching?
What do you want first, the good or the bad?
Let's go with the bad and end on the good.
All right. Because of the recent, I guess, quote-unquote success of The Naked Gun, I didn't think a $17 million opening was spectacular, but now the critics love it, which, that's phenomenal. If it's that good, great. I'll go out and see it. But now that is inspired a rebirth in comedy, I guess.
Oh, God, are they redoing Airplane?
No, because you got to remember The Naked Gun is what? It's a parody of cop shows. So what they're going to do is...
Oh, God, no.
Netflix!
No!
Netflix has got the rights.
Please don't say Starsky and Hutch again.
Oh, no. Close. Netflix has got an action comedy reboot now in the works that they have acquired the rights to T.J. Hooker.
Oh, for the love... No! Oh, God. Heather Locklear, William Shatner, and Adrian Zmed.
Yeah. Some idiot online. Oh, you should get Brad Pitt to play William Shatner's role. Brad Pitt wouldn't be caught dead anywhere near a movie like this. Brad Pitt's never done a goddamn comedy, has he?
Bullet Train's the closest?
Yeah, I don't consider that a full-on comedy, though.
No.
And then the good. Coming quicker than you think, just like me.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Are we talking about Sophie Cunningham again? What? What? September the 21st, just a little over a month away on Paramount Plus. Season 3 of Tulsa King, baby.
Yes!
And then, of course, that season will feature Samuel L. Jackson, which leads into NOLA King. But yeah, finally, they get it. Give us a new season every year.
Let's go. And I think sometime early 2026 is supposed to be season 2 of Landman.
Yes, Paramount Plus gets it. They're turning these shows over quickly, like a normal network would.
Now, we don't get enough episodes, but that's another story.
Right. All right. Before we get into our TV and streaming recap for the week, let me, for the final time, because of ESPN, give you a WWE Premium Live event recap. As Peacock has lost the rights to all the PLEs, I did indulge in the 2-night debacle known as SummerSlam.
Oof. Debacle.
No. I'm joking around. Well,
Ish.
the main events on both nights were phenomenal. The heavyweight, I'm not a sexist pig, but the heavyweight men's titles on both nights, tremendous. We'll go backwards. We'll start with Sunday. You knew it was going to happen. Cody Rhodes beat John Cena. So Cena got his little run, got his record-breaking run as world champion.
And now we can move on.
And now the entitled one gets the belt back again. God, I hope Roman Reigns comes in and kicks his fucking ass. I was promised a heel turn. I might like Cody Rhodes if he turned heel. He is such a namby-pamby. He cries all the time about everything. Oh, wrestling means so much to me and my family. Oh, because I watched a little bit of Unreal, which is the new documentary on Netflix, showing the behind-the-scenes stuff, how they write everything and plan it out. And he's crying all through that. But at the end, John Cena stays in the ring to get his final, bask in the glory before, he's got a couple months left before he officially retires. And then Brock Lesnar shows up. So now they're going to feud here for a month or two.
Good Lord.
And I guess a lot of people aren't happy about that because Lesnar...
I thought he was persona non grata.
Yeah, he did something where he's not well liked right now.
He's not well liked in the wrestling world or the UFC world.
Yeah. So, yeah, a lot of people weren't happy about that. But the best of the weekend was Saturday night. And I knew the first part was going to happen, where CM Punk was fighting Gunther for the other world heavyweight title, because you got one for Raw and one for SmackDown. And Gunther, I'm amazed that Triple H lets him keep these belts as long as he does. I love him, but he's more of a pure wrestler.
Kind of like a Steiner?
Yes, and so I wouldn't think that would work out as well. But I'm like, he's eventually going to have to give CM Punk a title, because Punk's come back. So Punk beats Gunther, and he gets the belt. The best part of the whole night, though...
Money in the Bank?
Seth Rollins comes out. Seth Rollins, who has the Money in the Bank briefcase, but now he hurt his knee a couple months ago. I believe I brought that up here.
Yes, because you weren't sure, will he be able to...
It looked real. It looked absolutely real, because he gave the match up. That match, he let LA Knight beat him. He sat there in the corner for a couple minutes, whispering to his manager, whispering to the official, and then LA Knight basically threw a very simple move at him and pinned him. And I'm like, he's really hurt. He tore his ACL or something. So he comes out on crutches, Heyman's holding the Money in the Bank briefcase. Rollins comes out on crutches, says, "Enjoy it while you can, because I'll be back." He starts to leave, stops before he gets backstage, pushes the crutches away, turns around, rips off the knee brace, runs in with the briefcase, screaming at the official, "I'm catching in! I'm catching in!" Because the Punk Gunther match was brutal. Stomps CM Punk, wins the title. Punk had the title for 5 minutes.
Oh, damn.
So now the visionary, the revolutionary is your world heavyweight champion, and I love it. I love it, because I can't stand CM Punk. I have heard stories about him and how hard he is to work with, and how he got kicked out of WWE, then he got kicked out of AEW, and then
now
came
he's
back.
and
Yeah. And
between Punk and Lesnar,
yeah,
you got a couple of questionably despicable individuals.
yeah. And I love these stories, because I remember back in the day I heard nobody wanted to work with the Ultimate Warrior.
Because his roid rage?
Roid rage, he would not follow the script.
Yeah.
He would be too hard on the moves and hurt people and injure people. Yeah. So there you go, kids. That's it, because I'm getting rid of Peacock and I am not spending $30 a month for ESPN. So that could be one of the last wrestling updates you ever get from me.
Bum, bum, bum.
So let's move on to our normal, regular TV shows. Now, I know Dave has not started on this yet, but I watched the first 3 episodes of the revival of King of the Hill. Technically, season 14. Got to tell you something.
Don't bother.
Got to tell Dave something. Got to tell you kids out there in podcast land something. Because you know I love King of the Hill. You know I do.
Yes, it's one of the best. Was one of the
There
best.
There is one major flaw that I don't think, at least through 3 episodes, I don't think they can fix. One of the best things about the original, one of the charming things about the original, was Hank's interactions with Bobby.
Yes. Damn it, Bobby.
Yep. There's something wrong with that boy. Bobby's now grown up, and he doesn't do the stupid, goofy stuff he used to. So, I actually compared. I was watching old King of the Hill, and then watching the new King of the Hill, and it's just night and day. Bobby's, now he's grown up, running his own restaurant.
So it's almost like everything Hank tried to instill in him finally kicked in.
To a point. I mean, there's the inevitable. Somehow, in episode 3, they work in a propane argument. Because Bobby's not using propane in his restaurant. But they've this is going to sound terrible, but they've humanized Bobby, matured Bobby, to the point where now who's Hank going to interact with for the laughs? Peggy's become an arrogant bitch. I'll tell you that.
Wow.
Everything's about her now. Yeah, everything, literally everything is about her. And Hank can't handle retirement, obviously.
Well, no, not if he has to hang out with the entitled me Peggy.
And there's just so far not enough of the other guys, the other 3, to make it work. Now, the 4th episode I started to watch, Boomhauer's in it a little bit. But
it was always, it always came back to the 4 standing by the fence with a beer.
Yep.
Waxing poetic.
Yep. the opening, they've changed the opening in terms of the visuals to catch you up on what's happened over the last few years. But thank God the refreshments theme is still intact. At the beginning, not at the end. They changed it at the end. Yeah, the original refreshments theme is still there at the beginning, but the end they've got somebody else doing a countrified version of it with like banjos and. But Roger Klein's still getting paid.
That's good.
They're still getting credit for it. So far,
lukewarm,
yeah,
tepid.
Yeah, I love Hank. I can relate to Hank. And as he tries to adjust to the world around him. But it's just... And everybody's raving about it online. I'm like, it's okay.
It's a nostalgia trip.
It's okay.
They're raving because it's a nostalgia.
Well, I said that last week about Happy Gilmore, too. I don't get it. I don't get it. Now, the first thing I thought of was that 90s show. I was like, I love that. I thought they did a brilliant job with that. But what's with these other shows and movies? They can't
quite.
Yeah, they're diving too much into nostalgia and not enough into let's advance the story and the characters and update things. All right, I watched the latest episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Boy, that's another one that's just not doing it for me this year.
It's more off than on.
Yeah, episode 5 involved everybody going to a dog track. And, just not all that funny. It just wasn't. I'm caught up on Countdown. Again, I appreciate the fact that Amazon is releasing this like an old school show. 1 episode a week. So... shocking ending to episode 8. Will not spoil it for you.
Yes,
I'm surprised you haven't started this yet.
Trying to get the crew together.
Also, this is one you want everybody else to watch.
I think this is one for Mrs. C and the boys.
This isn't one where you can duck in by yourself.
Probably not
late at
on
night.
This one.
Okay. And then, of course, we're...
Untamed is the next one that I want to dive into.
And we'll get to that in a second. Resident Alien, the second to last episode. I believe they call that the penultimate episode.
Yes.
Now, you watched it? Episode 9?
Yes.
Season 4, episode 9. I thought this could have been the ending.
It would have been...
Except for the last 10 seconds, right?
Yes, outside of the last 10 seconds, this would have been a perfect ending.
Yes.
They could have gone gently into that good night.
Yeah.
And it would have been a satisfying
Yeah, it would have been a solid ending. Not maybe the best ever, but it wouldn't have been bad. It would have been fitting. But then they threw something in at the last 10 seconds. I don't know where we're going with the final episode.
From the article I read, they have an ending that leaves it open.
Oh, God. Really?
It's a conclusion, but it's open if somebody else picks them up. They could continue.
See, now I read that they have no hopes of getting picked up.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they thought that they were lucky to get picked up for season 4.
Oh, my. Ugh, it needs to be picked up to continue. It's enough. It's a finale. But it's a finale that has a resolution. But if some miracle happens, it could go on.
All right. Right or left, Dave? Right or left?
It's not going to be one of those.
Oh, by the way, we're going to have to
We're not getting terriered on
We're going
this.
to talk about that next week. Just
Being terriered?
Yeah, we're going to talk about that next week. Not this week, next week. That's all I'm going to say. So now
I'm intrigued.
Now since it's going to take Dave a little while, not it's only 6 episodes, but I'm going to go ahead and give you a overview, a review of Untamed, the very popular new show on Netflix. I got through all 6 episodes here over the last 2 weeks, starring Eric Bana.
Is that Banya or Bana?
I don't know. I don't care. The guy who used to play the Hulk. Stars him and Sam Neill as his boss, kind of, sort of. Now, what we've got set up here is a murder mystery in Yosemite National Park. Very, very early on, in the first 10 minutes, a young woman falls to her death off a massive cliff face, but...
Does she fall or was she pushed?
Or is there more to the story? And of course, there is a ton more to the story. Many, many complications involved in this young woman's identity and how she died. Eric Bana's character is a troubled investigator for the Park Services, I do believe. Don't quote me on what organizations these people work for. Now, I know Sam Neill works for Yosemite Park, but Banya's got a more of a federal feel to him. So he's not directly connected to the park. He's more of a federal agent, almost like a marshal or a deputy. But he is somehow assigned with patrolling Yosemite.
And falls under the purview.
Right. If there's a violent crime or a murder or an accidental death, he's called in. Whereas the park rangers, that's not really what they do. So, of course, he's got conflicts with the park rangers, but he gets along with the boss, Sam Neill. He has issues with his ex-wife.
No.
And there's a tragic event. Yeah, tragic backstory, tragic event in their past that plays into the whole mystery. Then he's kind of assigned, even though he doesn't want her, a young park ranger who used to be a cop in L.A. to tag along and help him in his investigation. You've got a very shady... See, this is why I told you it's a lot like Joe Pickett. You've got a guy who lives out in Yosemite, who works for the park, who is supposed to cull the sick animals, the deer, if they are infected with some kind of disease.
Yeah.
He is supposed to go out and eliminate. And we don't know, is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? Then you've got a bunch of people living in tents permanently out in the park, squatters who act like they own the park and you can't tell them what to do.
The Greenpeace people.
So they're irritating as fuck. But this all adds up to a very intriguing 6-episode tale. I'm glad it's only 6. I don't think it would have worked if they'd stretched it out anymore. I think 6 is perfect for what they're trying to accomplish.
All
Now,
right.
the fact that they have renewed it for season 2, let's just say I'm curious as to where they're going to go, because I thought they wrapped this up pretty cleanly.
Yeah, they'll probably have another mystery that they have to untangle.
Right. But I think unlike some other shows we've discussed, this one, they closed this out like they didn't expect to get renewed.
Okay.
They weren't arrogant to think, oh, of course they're going to ask us back. Like Duster.
Ugh, that pisses me off that did not get picked up.
But Duster leaves you hanging.
Left or right?
Where Untamed said, we're going to close this out. We're not going to be arrogant pricks and pretend that we're going to get a renewal automatically. But now it's been very popular, so it will be back at some point for season 2.
As we all know, popularity doesn't matter.
I will give Untamed a solid 3 frenzies.
Very nice.
Recommend it. Do recommend it. And I give Eric Bonney a ton of credit. He's never been one of my favorite actors. Does a very good job carrying the lead on this. And Sam Neill, very good as well.
Sam Neill's always good.
Yep. So, you got any other TV shows, or are you watching something about ghost gold hunters or shark
We're still
hunters
plowing
or
through
something
Shark
like
Week stuff. And of course, Mystery of Skinwalker Ranch.
See, I knew it.
And then finally through the 5th episode of Ballard.
There's the one. Okay.
On Prime. Nick and I are trying to coordinate being able to watch that one. Very good. Very well done along the lines of Bosch. Same people pretty much do it, so very solid. Yes,
nice.
It's got a little checkbox bit, but it doesn't beat you over the head.
There you go. Well, why don't you continue on, since Ballard is based on a book series, and take the kids into Literary Frenzy?
I think I will. This week I have The Children of Eve, the latest Charlie Parker supernatural mystery from John Connolly. So this is the 20-something book. It's been going on for a while.
The Charlie Parker series?
Yeah, they've been going on for a bit. So I've been in on them. I got in maybe a quarter of the way from when they started. Read one, got sucked in, had to go back and plow through.
Unlike me with the Longmire books?
Yeah.
We'll have the latest Longmire book for you in a couple weeks, kids.
Yes, we will.
And I haven't read any of the other ones.
But Charlie Parker, former policeman, now private detective. I think I said this before. His wife and daughter were murdered by the traveling man when he was off on another case. Comes back in his vengeance quest. The spirit of his daughter plays a big role, visits him, and they have conversations, and that's kind of past. He's got another daughter who's now college age, informs him she kind of wants to follow in his footsteps of being a PI, helping people, but focusing on helping women in trouble. Mom's not happy, but that's minor compared to the whole story, where Charlie's hired by a local artist whose boyfriend up and disappears. No rhyme or reason that she can find. So she hires Charlie and finds out that she's found his burner phone and the only message on it says run. So we find out that he's former military, got pulled in by an East Coast crime boss who had a falling out with his Mexican cartel supplier. Gets involved. The cartel guy has these 4 children who are ancient, had been sacrificed to a god way back in the Maya Inca time. Crime boss decides we're going to put him out, sends the boyfriend and another guy to steal them away and distribute them amongst a few other people. Cartel boy, not very happy, as you might imagine, and does the tracking down with a fixer in the States, along with La Senora, who's basically a desiccated creature who eats the hearts of her victims on her revenge spree to get her children back. So This one, usually they focus more on Parker and his cohorts, Louis and Angel, doing more of the heavy lifting. This one focuses a lot on the Fixer and La Senora going through exacting their revenge, trying to find the children, and then dealing with the side of those who stole them and are secreting them away. So that takes precedence more than Parker, which is unusual. It's a little different. Not in a bad way. So I will give this one a solid 3. Even though you got less of Charlie and Louis and Angel. Lewis and Angel. So still very good. Love this series. Just because it's a little different.
Yeah, I would say of the stuff that I know you read, so this and Preston and Child are really your dalliances into more of the supernatural.
Goofy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting, though. Very interesting. Gotta read different stuff. You gotta change it up once in a while.
Yes, you do.
Even though...
And I have read the first chapter of Return to Sender. The latest Longmire that we'll review in a
couple
month.
Weeks. Yeah, I'm slogging through it. Not because of anything wrong with the book. I just, for some reason, I haven't been reading it all. I'm about a third of the way through it. And I got to get it done because we got a couple weeks and then Happen Leonard comes out.
Yes.
Hatchet Girls comes out.
Hatchet Girl.
Yeah. So.
Love Happen Leonard.
No, but nothing wrong with Return to Sender. I'm enjoying it. So, again, I jumped ahead. How many books? 23, 24?
A good number.
I watched the series on Netflix.
That doesn't do a damn thing.
I know who Henry Standing Bear is. I know who Vic Moretti is. I know the characters. I know the characters.
But do you?
You know, I'm allowed to do this once in a while. I've done what you've done, and I've jumped into the middle of a series and loved it so much, like James Lee Burke. And I jumped back and read the beginning. Did the same thing with Robert B. Parker and Spencer. Maybe this time, too. Maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe. All right, let's talk trailers, Dave.
Let's.
Now, we're at the end of the summer movie season, so you're not getting the big blockbuster trailers yet. The ones coming out at Christmas time, you're not going to get those right now. So these are the smaller, more independent movies.
And by the way, there will be a Nobody 2 review coming in the next few weeks.
I'm really disappointed in the projections on that. Really disappointed. I thought it made almost $30 million in the pandemic, the first one. So you figure, I thought this would be 40, 50 million easy. They're saying, no, it'd be lucky to make the same amount as the first one.
I hope they're wrong. So looking forward to this one.
And then next week, our featured movie review will be the underappreciated, undervalued, underrated, barely in theaters, starring the, dare I say, the great Josh Hartnett.
Josh Hartnett is phenomenal.
I'm telling you, after what I saw in Trap and this,
Josh Hartnett is good. He
can play a borderline unhinged person better than almost anybody, except for maybe Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, because he's got the boy next door looks.
So next week is Fight or Flight for you kids.
You know, if they wanted to redo a John Wayne Gacy movie.
Jesus. Oh, let's not go there yet, okay? Let's not.
Just saying, he could give Mark Harmon a run.
Also next week, in addition to Fight or Flight, is our featured movie review. We will recap the entire Season 4 and the series as a whole, Resident Alien. as you guys are listening to this, you have already, if you wanted to, which you should have done,
You
checked
could have
out
watched it all.
the final episode. And then Dave and I will have our review of Great White and Slaughter live in concert. The first week of 4 consecutive weeks with live concert reviews for you.
Woohoo!
And the only reason it's 4 weeks in a row is we're spreading them out because we're going to see 3 and 4 days. We're going to spread them out for you guys, give you one a week.
That way we're not taxed and we don't blow our wad all at once.
That's what she said, yes. Early, like I've been told. And then, of course, it's going to be cutting it close since we record on Wednesdays, but Tuesday is the debut of Alien Earth, the much anticipated series on FX and Hulu. At some point, we will get going on that. If we can't watch it the night before we record, we'll get you caught up.
Next week.
At some point, we'll get you caught up. And then we have a couple songs next week, 38 Specials, new song, and Rob Thomas, his first single off his upcoming album. Trailers. Again, not the big blockbuster variety, but some interesting smaller ones. Hulu, debuting on August 22nd. I do believe if you guys still have Hulu,
I think we will.
We will get this review in for you at the end of August for sure. Eeny Meeny.
Oh, this looks good.
This looks like a classic.
A female baby driver?
Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I thought the first time I watched it. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Baby Driver was an awesome flick.
This looks good. Brings back a mid-'80s Buick Grand National.
Yep. So Eeny Meeny. Check out the trailer for that. Again, on Hulu, August the 22nd. Death Cycle.
Oh, God.
You're going to have to do some searching for this one, kids.
This is nostalgia for us. This is an 80s revenge, straight up, no holds barred.
I don't even know if it's going to make it to a theater near us, but the minute it hits streaming, I'm in.
Oh, hell yeah.
Then we've got Cold Storage coming in 2026. And I told Dave, I actually have the book written by David Koepp. His first novel. He is a famous screenwriter. He wrote the screenplay for Jurassic Park, The First Mission Impossible, among others. I don't think he meant this to look more like Zombieland, but that's what the feel I got from the trailer was.
Well, it's from the director or the producers of Zombieland, I think it said at the beginning of the trailer.
Maybe that's stuck in my head. Maybe I stole that. Sorry, my bad.
But that's okay.
I plagiarized my take. Liam Neeson is in this. Joe Keery, of course, from Stranger Things is in this.
Everybody's favorite babysitter.
So, something to look forward to. Could be one of those, could be one way or the other.
Yeah.
Really, really good
Yes.
or really, really bad. And then now there's one other trailer that I did not subject your Uncle Dave to, but I watched it. Jay Kelly, which is coming to Netflix. It stars George Clooney and Adam Sandler.
That's a bizarre combination.
Yeah, and it looks awful. It looks like another one of these self-congratulatory Hollywood movies about the tortured star Jay Kelly, played by George Clooney, who can't find his own identity because he's so wrapped up in his Hollywood persona.
Who cares?
It looks like shit on toast is what it looks like. And Adam Sandler seems like the only thing he's there to do is go, "No, you're great, Jay. No, you're great, Jay. No, you're great, Jay."
The
literally,
sycophant
the
hang-along.
trailer is terrible. George Clooney's sitting there staring in a mirror, just saying his name over and over again. Jay Kelly. Jay Kelly. Jay Kelly. Jay Kelly. Like, oh my God. Isn't it enough we already know you people are goddamn egomaniacs? Now you're going to make a movie about it?
You have to remind yourself of who you are because you get sucked into portraying your characters.
No, this is not one I will be watching.
No, does not sound
And again,
good.
going back to last week, I told you, Clooney's made some good movies.
He's also made some shit.
Yes. Sandler, I have issues with. Very hard for me to get into any movie with Adam Sandler. Although I've, again, heard Uncut Gems is phenomenal. I will probably check that one out at some point. All right. So our featured movie review of the week. This is going to be fun, kids.
It may be fun, it may be short.
Yeah, I have a feeling your Uncle Dave and I will not see eye to eye on this one. The Phoenician Scheme, currently streaming on Peacock, from the bizarre creative mind of one Wes Anderson, starring Benicio del Toro.
5 minutes in, I thought, oh my God, this is going to be a phenomenal movie. 20 minutes in, I bailed.
Did you finish it or no?
No.
Oh boy. Okay.
No, it just 20 minutes in, I'm just like, I can't do this. And it solidified my disdain for Michael Cera. He is a fucking useless piece of garbage. How he has a career in Hollywood is beyond me.
You needed to watch more of it.
I couldn't get past it. Was just.
So what? Let me ask you this: what part of it did you just say I'm done after you watch what? Do you remember?
I just did not like his daughter. And then Sarah's character was like, I can't. No. I'm sorry. You're keeping your fucking grand plans in boxes.
Shoeboxes.
No, I just couldn't do it.
I loved it. I thought it was great. Well, I didn't think it was the best movie ever.
So I just, you know my rule.
Yep, and I get it. Wes Anderson is a difficult watch.
Yes, big time.
And I believe we reviewed his last movie, or I did.
You did. I didn't even want to.
Yeah, I think I told you stay away.
Oh, I told you I wasn't even going to try it.
And it was bad. It was really bad. He is either on or he is off. Now, I like Moonrise Kingdom a lot, but there are a lot of other movies of his that I can't stand. Asteroid City, right up there at the top.
Yeah, there was no way in hell I was going to watch that.
This one I liked. I will give The Phoenician Scheme.
Does it pick up?
Yeah, well, this is what I'm saying. Everybody's character changes throughout the movie.
So
Did you make it to the part with Tom Hanks and Bryan Cranston?
No, I bailed before that.
God! See, this is the thing. Asteroid City, you are stuck in this one little stupid town. Right? The nuclear city. Here, you're traveling all over the place as he tries to finalize who's going to cover the gap in his Phoenician scheme. And, of course, this all takes place in the fictional country of Phoenicia. So he has to go try to pull together Eastern Phoenicia, Western Phoenicia, Northern, Southern. Meanwhile, you've got...
everybody trying to kill him.
Yes, everybody tries to kill him. And did you even see his peace offering? So you didn't even get to the point where the two catchphrases he has.
No,
Oh my God! See, you missed out on all the good stuff. He goes to see all these people, and of course it's all.
I have a
cameos.
problem with Bjorn.
You have all these different cameos, so in a way, it's like Happy Gilmore too, in that Wes Anderson he shows off. Oh, look at all the people
Look
I got.
who everybody
Yes.
wants to work with me
Yeah.
because I'm brilliant. I hate that
So you've got Scarlett Johansson, you've got Tom Hanks, Bryan Cranston, Bill Murray's in it at one point. So yeah, he's showing off in that respect a little bit. But
Maybe I will eventually get to
Benicio
it.
del Toro is brilliant in this movie.
Oh,
Brilliant.
I had no problem with him. It's just
I'm surprised because if you like I know the beginning you're talking about is awesome. Where they set the tone, everybody's trying to kill his character, Zsa Zsa,
yeah,
because he is the most corrupt, evil
Mr.
businessman.
5%.
Yeah, the most corrupt, evil businessman in the world. And the Americans are going to try to take him down. And meanwhile, he's going to try to find a way to finance his latest scheme with all these other heads of the different areas of Phoenicia. I can't spoil these things for you, but
Maybe I will try and get
that's
through.
why I was asking.
But
what part turned you off?
that
is what I-
whole after
Well, you said the daughter, so obviously
from trying to get that as he's explaining this is in this box, this is in that box.
So is the shoebox
Bjorn
scene.
sitting in there. The whole thing with the
Yeah, you need to, because every shoebox is a trip they have to take to a different area. So the shoebox, yeah, you got too wrapped up in the shoeboxes.
well, the character interaction. It didn't hook me.
The delivery on the lines is something you have to either buy into or you're going to hate it because it's very deadpan. Very deadpan delivery
I
on the
can
lines.
deal with it, but it wasn't doing it for me.
Sorry. I thought there was a lot of funny stuff in it.
Please
Again,
tell me Sarah's character dies a horrible death.
no, but he changes a lot. Changes a lot.
Balls.
You know I hate him too. You know I hate Michael Cera. But he's halfway tolerable.
He's never
You have
tolerable
to-
in any capacity.
You have to let the character play out. Every character in the movie changes throughout the film.
We'll see. Maybe.
And I'm not saying it's the greatest movie in the world. I'm giving it a week 3 Frenzies.
You're
I
still
thought it-
giving it a recommendation.
Yes, I am. I think it's different. I think it's fun. And again, the catchphrases that Benicio del Toro comes up with, the two, are hysterical. They remind me of The Big Lebowski. A lot of this movie reminded me of The Big Lebowski.
Take that back.
No, I won't, because I thought there were a lot of qualities in this movie that reminded me of the quirkiness of The Big Lebowski. Nihilists. I hate nihilists. Please, take a hand grenade. It's just great. It's great. I'm disappointed you didn't even finish it.
I couldn't. It just did not hook me.
Again, I'm giving it a week
And
3.
if I can't get into it, I'm not wasting my time.
And I get that. We've talked about that. I appreciate that. And if that's how you feel,
Maybe I will try and get over the hump of that beginning.
listen to me. I completely understand your hatred for Michael Cera. I get it completely. When I saw he was in it, I went, oh God. Oh God. But he's tolerable in this.
Bjorn!
Again, things change throughout the course of the movie.
We'll
Even
see.
the daughter becomes less irritating.
I find that hard to believe, but
I can't tell you what happens. If
That's
you
all right.
had at least gotten through the first stop when they go to see Bill Murray and Bryan Cranston, I think you would have been hooked. Because that's when things start to take off. And everybody starts to change and they become different people gradually over the length of the movie.
Maybe I will give it a shot.
Now, I'm not going to say, there's still a couple things about the plot that I don't understand. But, visually stunning, Benicio del Toro could be the performance of the year. I thought he was brilliant.
We'll see.
And again, he's got these catchphrases that are just phenomenal throughout the whole movie. Man, Wes Anderson is like this. He's polarizing. You either get it or you don't. And I've seen movies of his that I despise with a passion.
So,
this was not one of them, though.
We'll see.
All right. I think we're going to do things opposite.
I actually have the bonus movie.
Oh my God, I forgot! Yes! Yes, yes, yes! I've been waiting for this for so long. I will actually forgive you for not finishing the Phoenician Scheme because of your review.
Final
Please.
Destination Bloodlines. Oh my God. Death will find a way. These movies are brilliant. We've talked about them in the past when you reviewed it. Just the whole Rube Goldberg. One thing leads to another, and death follows. Wiping out the whole family line. This literally was bloody brilliant.
Now, did you find it fit in? Even though the first 5, you had the closed plot.
Yeah,
you had the fitting ending. But this one
going
still
back, it pays homage to all of the previous films.
Yep.
You have hints here and there.
And the book.
The book, tracking death, following everybody, learning how death finds its way through. Absolutely loved it. Don't wear piercings by an MRI machine.
Now do you understand last week when I said you will get the whole thing, or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah. You'll get the whole thing about the MRI death?
Yes. Oh my God. And the trash truck and
that scene could have been the best ever. Because of how many times it tricked you, and in the end it still ended up being
and it was how it was stated was going to happen happened.
Yep.
But to the wrong person.
Yep.
And of course, trying to follow the family lines, but if you try and cheat death, death will get its revenge on you, even if it doesn't have its sights set in you initially. So damn good. I will give this a 3.5 frenzies. I wanted to go more, but I couldn't because of the frickin' compound.
You didn't like the compound?
If you're trying to beat death, why are you surrounding yourself with everything that could possibly fucking kill you? True. Seriously. That made zero freaking sense to me.
I'll tell you what. Now, last week, remember, I reviewed the first one.
But I will say it was a fitting end.
But now, they're going to make another sequel.
Well, yeah, but I just meant...
Where's that going to come from?
A whole nother...
Yeah, but they're going to have to come up with a...
Now, does somebody find the penny?
Yeah, the penny's interesting, isn't it?
The penny.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the piece.
And I'm telling you, after watching...
But just the closure and the homage to the logging truck.
Yep.
Loved it.
Watching the first one last week, and I eventually am going to go back and watch them all again in order. Watching the first one, the original last week, there were a couple things. Now, you mentioned the compound in the new one, Bloodlines. I don't know if you remember all the way back to the first one. Devon Sawa, after he figures out what's going on, sequesters himself in a cabin.
Yes.
But yet he is trying to death-proof it, just like she did in the new one, where he's covering every sharp angle with tape.
Yeah,
and
he's covering every sharp angle. She's got him all over the friggin' place.
The whole series is brilliant. It's just brilliant. And if you told me they were going to make another one, I would have been initially
skeptical,
because I love the way they ended the last one with the full circle.
Yes.
Back on the airplane. It's like, oh my God, how brilliant is this? But they did it. They somehow topped it.
They brought it back with a vengeance.
So I don't think it'd be fair for me to say they can't come back and do another one and top it.
You have to have everything brilliantly mapped out. The detail that goes into how it all plays together has to be there. And the creativity involved is amazing.
Oh my God, unbelievable. And I need to go back, and I've seen some fans try to break this down, but I need to go back and watch the rest of the movies just to see, because in the first one, Devon Sawa survives and Ali Larter survives. Now, I know that changes later on, but I don't remember Devon Sawa. Did he ever come back into the series? And there's other people.
I thought he did.
There's other people, I think, though, that might have survived.
I think Sawa came back in the third one.
Okay. But this is what I'm saying. I can't remember. This is why I need to rewatch
it's been so
them.
long.
Right.
Because
I know
2 was roller coaster.
Yeah. Yep. No, that was 3.
Oh, 3 was roller
2
coaster.
is the log truck.
That's right. 2 was the log truck.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So smart. Those movies and Saw, both of those series are so smart and so well done in how they connect everything.
Yeah, they really have to edit themselves as they go and have the story arc map to make sure that everything intersects the way it's supposed to in the linear fashion that it needs to.
Yep. So again, I've got to believe with how much money Final Destination Bloodlines made that they'll do another one. And that was originally supposed to go directly to Paramount Plus streaming. Oh, see, and this is the problem I have.
That's the problem with Hollywood.
Well, let me ask you this, a little bit of a tangent here, in terms of money left on the table. All right, think about the money left on the table if they had done that, and if they had put Final Destination Bloodlines
direct to streaming
instead of the $250 million it brought in worldwide, if not more. Think about a couple movies from Netflix. Now, Netflix doesn't really put their movies out in the theaters. They've done it once or twice. Right? They did it with Red One. Yeah. Wasn't that theirs? Or was that Prime?
I don't recall.
But anyway, Netflix is very limited in their scope in terms of theatrical releases. I don't think anybody would have canceled their Netflix subscription if they had put Beverly Hills Cop in theaters or Happy Gilmore 2 in theaters.
If those would have had theatrical releases,
so they wouldn't have lost any money.
No, they would have made bank.
That's what I don't understand.
The big ones, you need to have at least a limited theatrical release of a couple weeks.
Well, and they did that with the second Knives Out, remember?
Yeah.
The Glass Onion.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they put it out for 10 days, and it still made $15 million, which for 10 days is
That's
ridiculous.
A pretty good
and a
run.
limited release.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't.
It wasn't on 3,000 screens.
No.
It was only about 600. I think they're throwing money away by not putting those type of movies out in the theaters.
Throw some things in the theater and then bring them back, and you're paying for your other content without having to gouge your customers.
There you go. Again, we have to run everything for everybody. All right. A couple of moments of silence here in the weekend edition. And bizarrely, they're both tied into Burt Reynolds. Of course, the big one in pop culture from the past week was Lonnie Anderson.
Jennifer from WKRP. Pembroke Feeney from Stroker Ace. She also played Jane Mansfield in the Jane Mansfield story.
And was the former wife of one.
Burt Reynolds.
And then we also have, unfortunately, the passing of one Alfie Wise. Alfie Wise was one of those people who was in that Burt Reynolds group like Dom DeLuise, who showed up in a lot of his movies. Smokey and the Bandit, Stroker Ace, Cannonball Run. So, very unusual.
Yes.
In that both of these moments of silence tie into Burt Reynolds.
Yep. Thoughts and prayers to their family and friends.
And I got to be honest. I got to confess something. I had to look it up to see if Burt Reynolds was dead. I'd completely forgotten he passed away 7 years ago.
Frightening, isn't it?
I was like, did he die?
Yes.
Is Burt dead?
Yep.
I couldn't remember. All right, so now we're gonna flip things from how we did things on the sports edition this week. So no last call.
But we do have
3 nominees for the great, the glorious Red Foreman Dumbass of the Week Award. Let's start off with CBS. Now, what was it, 6 months ago when it was first announced? I think we all had fun. At least Dave and I think it's idiotic beyond belief. You had the show called Fire Country. And they decide to spin off a show from the sheriff on Fire Country. Of course, love Marina Baccarin. Great
actress.
Love her.
Lovely.
But when they announced that the sequel would be called Sheriff Country.
And they kept it.
And they're promoting it, and every time I see the commercials...
Sheriff Country.
Yep. Marina Baccarin goes,
oh,
you got to check out my new show, Sheriff Country. One of the dumbest names ever, but I think we found a winner. Somebody who's taking over the reins.
Uh-oh.
And it's again CBS. Who the fuck is running things at CBS? Now, I know Paramount just sold to Skydance, and everybody's all mad because, we paid Trump money, oh my God, extortion, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't excuse the idiocy of what these decisions tell us about the intelligence of your staff. Now, I know you didn't finish off Yellowstone, but you did watch some of them, right? You watched a couple seasons?
Couple episodes.
Okay. Do you remember Kevin Costner's son on the show, Casey?
Yes, the one who married the Native American girl and got away from the shit show.
Right. And he was in the military.
Yeah.
And then he became a land marshal, right?
Yeah.
So he's getting a spin-off show.
Is it going to be called Land Marshal?
Worse. Worse. Of course, it's a spin-off from Yellowstone, right? But we can't say Yellowstone in the title. So the new show featuring Casey Dutton will be
Marshall Dutton?
worse.
Oh, God.
It will be the letter Y, Marshalls.
Oh, God.
Y, Marshalls.
Yeah, that's stupid as fuck.
Is that not idiotic?
That's worse than Sheriff Country.
Why can't you just say Yellowstone, Marshalls?
Or why can't you just call it Yellowstone Marshals? And
Or
be done with
why
it?
can't you call it Casey Dutton Marshall?
Marshall Dutton! Come on!
And that has a little bit of an old
Back to
school
Marshall
CBS
Dillon.
feel. Right, that's a little bit of a nostalgia
Back to
feel.
Gunsmoke.
Yeah, no. Y. The letter Y, Marshalls.
Why do we have to do everything for everybody?
So, even though we don't put polls out there, kids, I'm going to tell you right now verbally, here's your poll for the week. What is a worse title for a CBS show? Y, Marshalls, or Sheriff Country? Jesus God.
The unoriginality. Ugh. Well, they're trying to keep up with Chicago Fire, Chicago PD,
Jesus.
Chicago Med,
Yeah, and I guess we're going
FBI,
back.
FBI International, FBI Most Wanted.
Yeah, and I guess we're going back to Thursday nights or 3 straight hours of Law and Order now.
Oh, God.
After they pulled the one and put it on Peacock for a year, they're bringing it back. So, yeah, Thursday nights are going to be Law and Order Thursdays again.
Ugh.
All right. Now, outside of On Patrol Live, I personally hate reality television. Now, Dave, of course, watches all these ghost hunter, gold digger shows.
Fucking Ghost Mine.
But the you know the ones we're talking about. You know, the ones where we watch people, Big Brother, that kind of crap.
No Big Brother. Ugh. None of the fucking singing shows. None of the pseudo talent shows.
Right.
Fuck that
But
shit.
unfortunately, we're going to deal with one of the stars of reality TV here. Former star from Real Housewives and Big Brother. You're not going to believe this one, Dave. Her name is Brandi Glanville. And a lot of people are concerned for her mental well-being. And after I tell you the story, you'll know why.
Well, if she was on those shows, it's no wonder.
She recently posted a video on social media showing how her face was badly burned because she rubbed an excessive amount of Nair on it.
What are you putting Nair on your face for?
Story's not done yet.
Was she trying to get rid of her mustache?
Oh, no. No. The reason why Brandi Glanville burned her face up with Nair was because she was trying to kill what she calls a facial parasite called Carolyn. Because Carolyn moves around on my face, so I had to put the Nair on all over to make sure I got rid of Carolyn once and for all. And these people are actually making money. And you wonder why I think the end is near.
Oh, for the love of all that's holy.
Now, finally, Can you imagine? Can you just imagine if you were Patrick Mahomes and you were in a playoff game against Josh Allen and the Bills, and you just decided to say, you know what? For the betterment of football, I just want Josh to win. And I'm going to take all my money and I'm going to put it into a campaign to say Josh should win this game. Can you imagine that?
No.
Well, these stupid idiots in this late night TV crap, this is what it's come to.
Are you kidding me? Kimmel, Fallon.
Jimmy Kimmel, just Kimmel, Jimmy Kimmel has actually paid for billboards all around Los Angeles because the Emmy nominations are upcoming.
Save Colbert. Are we doing a Save Ferris?
Jimmy Kimmel's face on the billboard saying, I'm voting for Steven for the Emmys. I'll tell you what, why don't you come on the Plate of Doom? We'll serve you a nice cold meal. Maybe some prune juice. Sit you next to Joy Behar and Whoopi Goldberg. And then we will take off as soon as possible with half a tank of fuel over the Pacific Ocean. God, I can't... After what we've talked about in the sports edition and here on the weekend edition, these networks aren't getting rid of you because of politics. They're getting rid of you because you're not bringing in the ratings and the money. You're losing money, and you're not funny. You're not funny.
Never thought Colbert was funny.
So here are your 3 nominees. CBS for Why Marshalls, Brandi Glanville for burning her face to kill the parasite called Caroline, or Jimmy Kimmel for conceding the Emmys already, saying, I'm voting for Stephen Colbert.
Glanville trying to kill Caroline.
I almost feel bad for her. I mean, she's got to have something wrong. Unless
Caroline was her girlfriend.
No, unless this is so sneaky crazy. She's doing this on purpose to get views and attention and publicity.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I hate Jimmy Kimmel so much. But the sheer stupidity of CBS with some of these TV show names, it's just, it's killing me. It's absolutely killing me. I got to go with CBS.
Oh, there we go.
People are getting paid tens of thousands of dollars to come up with these ideas.
Country, I think it's brilliant. Yeah, let's hire another influencer to do this shit.
So there you go, kids. Vote for who you want to. Send us a comment. Drop us a line.
Maybe you have a candidate we didn't come up with.
Shouldn't be too hard in this day and age.
No,
Should be
they're everywhere.
Plenty of potential nominees. We try to stay out of the political realm if we can. But send us your suggestions. We'll look at them. We won't dismiss them. We won't poo-poo them. We will actually take them under consideration. Because unlike people like Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert, we don't hate our audience.
Nope.
With that being said, that's your Uncle Dave, the Conquistador Dave Height.
That's your Uncle Kev, the Maestro Kevin Crane.
And until we meet again in 7 days, just remember to take care of yourself.
Hydrate.
Yep. We know you're going to overdo it. Hopefully only next Friday night. But if you decide to have a couple other fun little nights in there, take care. Don't drive.
Be responsible.
Yep. Get an Uber.
Don't become a moment of silence or a candidate on the dumbass of the week.
And then, of course, don't forget to check out the sports edition, dropping early every Thursday morning. But until we talk to you again, say goodnight to the kids, Dave.
Good night to the kids, Dave.